Hey man,
What are you doing in here?
I don't know. Low quality Lightning fan said you wanted to talk to me?
You idiot. He's just hoping you'll distract me from making fun of him.
That's stupid.
Not really. It's definitely gonna work.
Come on, you just thrashed him. Go find him.
Meh, I'm lazy. But thank God we beat him. I hate losing to the Lightning.
You ever realize there's a very specific type of team that you hate?
What do you mean?
Here, I'll show you. What do you think about these guys?
Hate him.
And them?
Hate.
Them?
Double hate.
And how about these guys?
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah. What about them?
Loathe entirely.
See? You just hate teams that have won a cup in like the last 50 years.
That's not true.
What are you talking about? That is absolutely true.
Then why do I hate you?
You know, you are such a jerk.
I'm a jerk? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Look, pal, I went to Toronto. I know how you guys act.
Oh, yeah, here
day
we
in
go. The
and
Toronto.
day out.
Yeah,
it is
okay,
a
yeah. What
joke.
are my people like? Are you
Unbelievable that
gonna
you would
tell
even have
me
the
what my
audacity
people
to... Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is a dub. I love winning games against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I love it. I bet you love it. Just Florida teams in general. Every time we beat them, big thumbs up. This was a doozy for most of it, and then it turned into a rout. This team's... I don't know if the Tampa Bay Lightning are good. I honestly don't. They beat us last time we played, 5-4 in overtime in November, so I don't know if any team is looking back to November and being like, yeah, that says a lot about our current team, you know? And I think our record in November was really good, so that's maybe a negative thing to say. I don't know. But the Lightning are 25th in goals allowed per game. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. They're 14th in scoring, 13th on the penalty kill, but their power play is red hot. Second in the league on power play percentage. They're one of the most dependent teams in the league on the power play because a lot of their goal scoring comes from that. And a lot of the early season stuff was, well, if Tampa weathers the storm for Vasi to come back, then they're going to be just fine. And they mostly did. Vasi comes back. He's got a 902 save percentage. He hasn't returned to his previous form, and he has 9 wins in now 18 games. That's not great. Do I think Vasilevsky's not a great goaltender? Absolutely not. For a while there, I kept saying he was the best goaltender in the world. He's struggling to get back to that form after, injuries and whatnot. But this Tampa team needs more because they can't keep the puck out of their net. The continued loss of depth from those championship teams have left them extremely top-heavy. Kucherov is leading the league in points right now. That top line is unbelievably good, and they dominated all night. They dominated the Bruins while they were out there. But they're not getting really anything from the depth. Their defense is struggling, and Sergachev, who is injured right now, so I don't want to pile on the guy, but has had a really tough season. Sergachev was supposed to be their number one guy, and obviously Hedman still exists, but Sergachev was that next wave, and he has not been up to his usual standard. All things that I'm super okay with. I don't like the Lightning. They also have two, I believe they're both of them, it's their first NHL game in Lilleberg and Thompson on their third pair. So that must have been pretty cool. Didn't seem to go super well for them, but good for them. For us, we've got new lines. Zaka, Geeky, Pasternak stays the same. Marchand, Cole, DeBrusque, Heinen, Patra, Geeky, Lauko, Boquist, Steen. Boquist gets a nice little call up there. Grizz, McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Wotherspoon, Shattenkirk, Omar gets the start. Merkulov has been sent down, which if you were going to use him in a fourth line role, it didn't make much sense anyway, and our offense is exploding right now. So a Merc send down makes all the sense in the world. JVR is day to day. I'm not even sure what he aggravated, but that's what we were told. He's day to day. And then Lorai is out for dental work. There was a possibility he played this game, but didn't work out. There was also a potential that they were going to game manage Patra for this one because they didn't know if he was physically ready to go after all the travel and everything with the World Juniors. He decided to play, and he looked great. He really does. When he slots in, everything else just seems to be where it's supposed to be. Geeky on the top line isn't where he's supposed to be, but it's where he is right now. And I know a lot of you, he's been scoring more. Geeky has been fine. I don't love seeing him in the top 6. I feel like he kills a lot of plays. That's just me. I'm not going to harp on it because he's been a solid guy when we need a guy in that position. Good enough. Good enough. But let's talk about this. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Puck drops! This game was immediately difficult for me. I didn't have my energy high enough. I know I didn't. I was kind of slogging my way in to the start of this game, and I was like, the boys will wake me up. The boys will jazz me up. They'll get me going. And then 21 seconds in, they do the exact opposite. They dump the puck in, they being the Tampa Bay Lightning. They put the forecheck pressure on. Carlo gets outmuscled immediately by Hagel, knocking the puck back behind our net. Geeky gets there first, but more forechecking pressure causes him to just bump the puck forward to Kucherov, who has point wide open in front of the net because we had both defensemen in the corners. We were wrapping this thing around the boards. There was no reason this should ever end up at the front of the net with the time and space we had. Either way, it does. And Point gets to easy just roof it right over Olmark from 3 feet out as Olmark's trying to track the puck from behind the net to in front of him. 1-0, 21 seconds in. Just like that. That'll get your energy lower. And then 2:42 in, DeHaan is going to go for holding. We're going to the power play. And they were doing everything they could to make sure that I had zero energy. This power play was horrid. It was so bad. You got to watch Tyler Mott go a 1v5 against us, get the puck back from Zaka, who basically just gave it to him, and get a scoring chance, going 1v5. That power play was terrible until it wasn't, because the dying seconds of it, the second power play unit gets set up. They get the puck to Shattenkirk, who pauses at the point, kind of goes, what do we do here? I'm in the high slot towards the blue line. There's Freddie with his back facing Vasilevsky. He's just looking directly at Shattenkirk, stick out far wide, perfect pass. Freddie collects, spins, and chucks it on net. That's a confident player right now. The save is made, but the rebound comes right back to him, and he just roofs it right over Vasi. It's 1-1 power play goal for Frederick, and Frederick stays hot. He stays hot. And then 7:03 in, we're going to get another power play as Hagel goes for tripping, but Vasi just shuts the door on excellent power play. 4 shots on net. The scoring chances were there. Vasi just came up with some big saves. That's a really good power play that didn't score. We had a really shit power play that did score, and a really good one that didn't score. Try to keep up. On we go. 9:45 left. Geeky is going to go for holding. Penalty kill. We kill it because our penalty kill is excellent. And then 5:04 left. Just pucks on net. I think this is one thing, after the Christmas break, if you could say one thing that has massively changed with this offense, it's pucks on net. It's just getting the pucks to where they need to be and having the guys who are supposed to be fighting for space in front of the net actually being there. I would say that's a pretty big change that we've had. And so the puck gets in deep. Freddie takes a hit to make that play. Patra and Heinen win the battle down low. Heinen's able to sweep this puck up to McAvoy, who's going to hammer it from the right point, and it's going to beat Vasi. It looks like it gets tipped by Point on the way there. At first, we thought it was Freddie for a second of the game. Freddie never gets a piece of this. So it's McAvoy's goal, and Patra gets a secondary assist for his first point in his first game back. Good for him. It's 2-1, and we're going into the second period. You feel good about it. You want to tighten up some stuff. And then 1:49 in. It's a great breakout by Grizz. That's right. A positive play by Matthew Grizzlechick. Grizzlick, as name's just spelled. Really weird. He gets into the neutral zone, and he punches his puck up the wall to Patra, who starts working his way down the right side in the offensive zone. And he sees that he has Grizzlick trailing in the center of the ice. And he whips this diagonally back to him, takes a hit up high right after that. He's bleeding, and he's down on the ice. And Grizz is going to try to shoot this. It gets deflected off of a defender. It goes to Freddie, who's kind of on the left side of the slot, and he's going to try to feed Heinen, who's directly in the crease fighting for space. Bounces off the defender's skate right back to Freddie, and Freddie's going to bury this one. And that'll be 3-1. Freddie's second of the game. You take those. Now, a few things happen here. First of all, Patra goes right down the tunnel. He would return a few minutes later, but he is bleeding. Turned out to just be, not a broken nose, I don't think, but a nosebleed. And our lovely friend, Cooper, upset. The coach of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's upset. I still don't know what he was upset about. I'm sure on Twitter it's somewhere out there at this point. He was screaming at the refs. I would equal this to a tantrum of a child. which I think is the first thought we all had, because his little face was super red and he was sweating. He was upset about something. I still don't know what it was. What's funny is over the broadcast, they said, well, maybe he's upset because they thought they heard a whistle when Patra went down. Your team didn't stop playing, first of all. Second of all, it was our guy that was injured by a high hit from one of your players. And you're upset because you thought you heard a whistle to kill the play when the play didn't stop. Your players didn't stop playing. You thought you heard that whistle because your guy hit one of our guys in the face. Do you not see how this shouldn't work out for you? Like, even if by the rules, like, oh, I thought I heard a whistle, this play should have been blown dead. There was an injured guy down because your boy hit him in the face. Like, the universe didn't give that one to you, you piece of shit. Oh, that's too much. Cooper's not a piece of crap. He's a whiny asshole. That I can say pretty confidently. I mean, top tier, like top 4 coaches in the league who bitch and moan, right? Gotta be. I mean, Rod the Bod Brindamore, he's up there too. But Cooper's definitely up there. What are we talking about? The game. We get a goal. It's 3-1. 7:16 in. Lauco is going to get called. It's going to get held by Myers. And we're going to go to the power play. That's a tough call on Myers. I didn't think there was much there. 26 seconds later, Chiarelli and Hagel just forced their way through our defense. I mean, this wasn't even fancy puck handling or footwork or anything. They just plowed their way through. Thank God Hagel misses the net from 4 feet in front of Olmark alone in the slot as he just cut through everybody. But during all of that, Geeky is going to get called for interference. We're going to 4v4 for 136 and then a 24-second penalty kill. And then 11 seconds after that, there's a battle lost in the left corner. The puck bounced toward the net. McAvoy goes to gather it. Olmark comes out to poke it. Kucherov comes through, lifts McAvoy's stick. McAvoy hits Olmark. Everyone goes down. Puck keeps skittering, and Kucherov has a wide open net to tap it into. And just like that, it's 3-2. And that is a 4v4 goal. No special teams really included in that. And then 29 seconds later, Kucherov misses the net from the left side. The puck's going to wrap around the wall. Zaka's going to get there in the vision here. He sees that Pasta, gone. Perfect pass. Pasta has a defender with him, but he's going to guard the puck, keep it on his hip, and flick this high glove, and it's 4-2, just 29 seconds after they got within 1. This game was fast, man. Fast-paced left and right. 4:07 left. Tampa in transition. They wouldn't go away. And again, it's that point line. Hagel takes the zone over the center of the blue line. He dishes it to Kucherov on the right side, and he dekes through Lindholm. Gets right around him. And I know you want to be mad at Lindholm. I'm not even mad at him about this. Because do we shit all over a defender when Pasta dekes through him? Like, we make fun of the guy, definitely. But we're not like, wow, what a shit defender. No, Pasta's just that good. Kucherov is just that good. Yes, you want Lindholm to body him and not allow this. Sometimes a great offensive player gets through a defenseman who we have to remember, defensemen have their nuts clipped a little bit by the league. If they were allowed to just slam a guy in the chest and knock him down, they'd do it. It's a little different of a game these days. Either way, Kucherov goes right through him. Lindholm lets him by. You can still criticize there. And then he sees that Point is coming down the left side into that left circle. And Kucherov, as he approaches into Olmark, sees that diagonal perfect pass. Point's got nothing but net to look at. 4-3. Great play by Kucherov. I've said his name 12 times in the past 8 seconds. The guy's a nightmare to play against. He's leading the league in points on a team that is not in a playoff spot right now. I really do hate the Lightning, don't I? Third period starts, and Tampa starts so hot. You know how bad this feels from the other end. It's a minute and a half almost of them just barreling down on us because they want to tie this game. And then 1:25 in, so almost a minute and a half, the Bruins just transition back the other way. It starts with Lindholm with speed out of our zone. He just keeps skating up till someone takes his space away. Someone finally comes over. Lindholm sees that Pasta on the exact opposite wall on the right side has held up on that right corner of the blue line. Perfect pass. Pasta's going to take one stride forward and see Geeky split the defense with speed. He tosses it to him. Geeky's got an almost breakaway. He does have a defender right there with him, and he's just going to beat Vassy blocker side. And that's 5-3. That felt over to me. This game's been nuts, but you got a 2-goal lead early in the third, and you're better than this team. You're better. Right now, you are better than this team. And they showed it. 5:34 in, Grizz for hooking. We're going to kill off that penalty. The penalty kill, so good. And then 4:47 left, Boquist for slashing. We're going to go to the penalty kill. They pull Vassy as soon as they win the draw. And during this penalty kill, about midway through it, Hedman's going to have the puck in the high slot. And he's going to go to hammer this down. And his stick's going to explode. And so the puck just trickles 4 feet forward to DeBrusk, who stands there and goes, "Oh, this is... I wasn't going to continue my point streak otherwise. Thank you, sir." Skates down the right side, and before he even gets out of the neutral zone, flings this into the empty net. And that is 6-3. Game over, right? Now let's tack on another one. Just for funsies. 2:46 left. Coyle, he's going to poke the puck from Stamkos. Stamkos, I know you noticed this. Last 6 or 7 minutes of the game, Stamkos was in that left dot the whole time. And they kept feeding him. And he kept missing the net. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It was starting to get almost frustrating as somebody who was playing Olmark in fantasy. No, as somebody who was just, dude, are you even going to make Olmark make a save at a certain point? No, just over and over again. It was really funny. Anyways, Coyle pokes this directly from him on the blue line. Just strips him naked. Let's go. And that's a breakaway for Coyle. And Coyle is just going to chop this puck. Chop, 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 till he's a couple feet out and just roofs it. High glove. 7-3. Touchdown. When's the last time we scored a touchdown? That feels good, doesn't it? That's your final score. Beat the crap out of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I'll tell you one thing. First game note. So we were credited with 9 giveaways to the first 2 periods. I don't believe in the way they count giveaways at all. And I don't think any of us do. But the third period, we cleaned it up so much. Now look, Tampa had their moments. They stayed in their zone. They were ferocious. Totally get that. But we were much cleaner, much crisper. The plays that we made, like one in particular, Carlo, when we first took that penalty, that Boquist penalty with 4:40 left, right? And we were in a situation where, okay, there's still a lot of time left. We're only up by 2 goals. We have to kill this penalty. Carlo got the puck. And instead of even thinking about making a play, he didn't even try for the empty net. It was 40 seconds into the penalty kill, chucked it down the ice. He went, nope, this is the high percentage win the game play. We've talked about the difference between just icing it over and over, going for the empty net. There are the situational stuff here. And although Carlo didn't have a brilliant game, he did not. This was a great decision. There's no icing on this, and we need fresh bodies on the ice. Let's just do the high percentage thing that prevents them from scoring and prevents me from turning it over and looking like a jackass. I really appreciated that. We were credited with 1 turnover in the third period, and the eye test kind of backed that up. We were really strong at making sure that at very least, that first pass got to the neutral zone. It's about winning the games. I don't think we went into a turtle at all, but I do think we prioritized winning. Good decisions were made. The Patra line, other game note, on fire. Dominated their opposition. Freddie continues to stay hot. Patra had 2 secondary assists, and I thought played pretty well. Heinen's a good mix with basically anybody at this point. That line was awesome. Let's not split that up for next game. Let's leave at least that one alone and see as that continues to develop. DeBrusk is getting all the bounces. We'll take it. After months of DeBrusk getting no bounces, we'll take the freebies. He has 7 points in his last 5 games. Give the guy some credit there. And the last game note, simple one. Wotherspoon has looked really solid. He does not belong anywhere other than the third pair. I'm not putting him up at the top or anything like that, but he is playing his role really well. He wasn't perfect by any means, but I am really okay with this guy as a 6th, 7th D when we're fully healthy. He's been showing everything you want. Responsible, knows not to get too high, not to get too low, do your job. Wotherspoon deserves a lot of credit right now because he's playing his role. And I feel like a few people who have tried to step into certain situations or try to do more. Wotherspoon went, nope, this is my chance. Stay in the league. Boom. He's been good. He's been really good. I'm happy to see it. But anyways, guys, that does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. We doubled up on that one. Let's That's basically all I gotta say. I will not be on the short shift this week. We talked about it. There's a 9 p.m. game Monday, a 9 p.m. game Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is a 10 p.m. game. I have 5 a.m. wake-up times every morning. I'm not going to be getting a lot of sleep. So the boys went, Ian, take a vacation for this one. Wednesday night, you sleep. You sleep. And I'm gonna. So, go Bees. Go Bees! Thank you for watching, but of course, we've got to give a shout out to the low-quality YouTube channel members. Need a real name for that one of these days. Starting with the top line tier, the Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Coach D, Just Aaron, Han Slomo, Darren Woodbury, Micro Sausage, Brett Arney, Pincent, Justin Barnard, and Nick Zatrullo. You guys are studs. And then we have our stallions, Abraxion, Hailey E. Coyote, Joel, Jacob Pratt, Jason Ozzy Bruin Connolly, Tupton Detashi, Jonathan Harvey, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, Bruin Smash, and Jeremy. Absolute legends. Thank you guys so much for your support, and go Bees.